What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy Neo back with another live segment. That going live in 5, that was the only way I can get it across to every platform and make an announcement I was going live. There's no, like, Hootsuite used to work with that, but Facebook kind of booted them, so they're not working with that anymore. So, we do what we do. But I will try to get this live segment up and popping for you right now. But oh my goodness, I am encountering so many people that are denying the fact that they worry, and this is it's killing me. It's killing me because it's like, who are you to think that you don't worry? Why? Are we that naive as people that we're just too good for that? I mean, think about it. It just makes no sense. Now, you know me, I like to break things down and get into the meat and grits of it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to break it down. Anytime you have an objective, anytime you have a goal, the possibility of not succeeding in that goal is there. Okay? And the fact that it merely exists, I don't care who you are. Some people fight through it and win. Athletes sometimes catch the ball when they're supposed to. I've seen Julio Jones drop passes, hit him in his hands. But, outside of all that, see, I flow off sometimes. But so much is going on in your mind, okay? Number one, you can't even help it. The percentages will go on in your mind. If you're trying to win the lottery, you know those percentages are going to get shot at you 100 miles an hour. When's the last time you won? The percentage of people that, to all the chances and all the facts and figures, will be thrown in your face automatically, and you don't even know this is happening. This is just in the background, and it may cause a little tiny bit of a gut-wrenching feeling and a little bit of fake happiness that you have and your confidence that you're going to get it, and we're going to get to that in a second. But being right versus being wrong. Everyone hates being wrong, so no matter what it is, that is thrown in there. Okay? What if I was wrong? Not even anyone else, just to myself. You're automatically labeling this as a loss before it even takes place. Deep down, I know you might think you're not, but you are. As people, we worry where your kids are going to be at 20 years, how the world's going to treat them. It kind of is there. I hate it. So many people are just denying this whole worrying thing. Now, let's throw a little stank on it. Let's throw a little confidence on it. All right. Let's say you call it. All right. Let's say you call it. All right. I'm a winner. I'm gonna win this, whatever the situation is. You got the what if I'm wrong for calling it. Automatically hit you as soon as you call it. Deep down inside, you won't even feel it sometimes. Another worry. If other people are watching you when you call it, come on, you're talking about compound fractures. You're adding extra things up, and you don't even feel it. All this is going on subconsciously, you know. Now, I want to change something real quick. Just want to make it a little bit nicer for you guys. You guys see the new background? I had to throw the Lambo pic. I love that picture. I'm so proud of it. Now, I talked about doing a lottery, playing a lottery. Of course, there's going to be doubts. All these small things you're doing, of course, there's going to be doubts. Now, what if it's something you've successfully done before? It should be easier to have the confidence in it this time, right? Should be. Sorry, I forgot to hit this. Should be easier. But the fear of not winning again in that goal is sometimes greater than the fear of you've never won before. Because it's like, all right, I successfully did this before. I should be able to do it again. If not, I must be falling off. I'm not staying in the same level. I'm definitely not excelling, doing it, completing it better. Now I'm falling off if I don't get this win. And these are the things that just flow through your mind lightning fast. You don't even realize they're happening. The only way you realize that if you were to get really in tune and, as you say it, feel that hot ball that I talk about that's kind of like drops down and turns red and gets hotter versus raising up and turning blue all the way to white and feeling great, that great feeling you get. This is that opposite. So if you can feel it if you're that conscious of what's going on around you. Now, if people are watching, like I said, you know, what will they think? I just called it. Now I really look like a douchebag. Nobody wants this. Deep down inside, nobody wants to be wrong about what's coming out of their mouth. As people, that's not us. Nobody walks into a room and is like, I'm going to be completely wrong. No, that just doesn't happen. You know, so all of this is taking into account of things. What will they think about the loss that I just took? Because I had a goal, I had an objective, I definitely didn't succeed. What will I think about it? What will I think about them thinking about it? All of this going on in a split second, you don't even realize it. I wrote something down here. It gets labeled as a loss already before it's even attempted. Meanwhile, the expectations for the win are far from present. You spent the last seconds subconsciously worried about different outcomes. Meanwhile, watering those seeds and automatically running the scenarios without even knowing it. Split second fast too. All of them simultaneously in one moment, one instance. Oh, and then the last one. The infamous God Smackdown. Now, I know most people, including myself, aren't always in I am God mode. I think I am more in that than most, because I think most people think that's blasphemy to even say that. So, for them and me, all in the same boat still, the infamous God Smackdown. For you to say to God, or say out loud, I'm gonna do this. This is what's gonna happen. I'm predicting this outcome that's about to happen right about. For you to be in that mode, deep down inside, there's the God Smackdown. What if God looks at me like, who are you? Let me remind you who's the all-infamous power and just make you wrong about this one. And it could be anything. It could be flipping a coin or something that gets you hurt. Of all ranges of things, we know that's lingering back there. It's because it's literally like looking God in the face of one who's creating the outcome and saying, this is what's gonna happen, disrespectfully. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, yo, at the end of the day, I'm me. And if I gotta prove you wrong this one time just to shut you, just to get you to step back in your line, then yes. And that's what we see, that smackdown, smite thee God that we've been taught over the years. You know, that's a huge one lingering in the background. And anytime someone gets too confident, too cocky, it's always there as a what if in our minds. And all of these things that I've said are things we can either choose to give power to or not. You know? And you have to be a true master to be able to not worry about any of these things. Actually, I don't think there's a monk out there, you know, in a monastery somewhere that can get over it, because he's still got to eat. He's still got to breathe. He's still got that little pain in his shoulder that when he meditates, because he's old, you know, it hurts him a little bit and takes him to some dark places. Yeah, if you're a monk, you don't have any family or bills or responsibilities to worry about, so that frees your mind of all those other things. So you can be a monk and be present and all that other stuff, but you still have age to deal with. You still have your next meal to deal with, which I know is secure. You live at the monastery, they're gonna feed you. You did your part by planting and you picked the crops yourself and all that other stuff. But guess what? You still gotta eat. So I don't believe it. You know, I believe you can get to a state of enlightenment and stay there. Monks can stay there long for more moments out of the day than the rest of us can, because we are thinking about other stuff like kids and responsibilities. But at the end of the day, we all have these worries, we all have these doubts, we all have that ego kicking in, because it's who we're programmed to be. We're programmed a certain way, to think a certain way, to react a certain way. And then we add programming on top of that with what we learn after we're born. But this worry bug, cha-ching, yeah, and that's my ringtone. Went from look up to cha-ching, because I ain't looking up no more. I'm looking within, you know, and that was something I was just testing out. The thought is just sitting in the background, ready to step up at any moment. And I'm glad I wrote that on there. That's the last thing I wrote. That thought That God Smackdown is waiting in the background, ready to step up and smack you down at any given moment. If you're able to get through the subconscious throwing percentages at you, the fact that you being right versus you being wrong, no one wants to be wrong. You called it, and you're in a room full of people, so you really don't want to be wrong. If you can get through all that, the God Smackdown is waiting at any given moment to step up and smack you in the face. Get through that. I mean, there's ways to get through it. Let's get through it. But you cannot even begin to start to think about getting through it if you're denying the fact that you worry at all. And yes, this spans from the other day, because I had it. I was up to here, above my head. I was up to here with people swearing they don't worry. Negro, your living situations are shit. I'm just gonna say it. You mean to tell me that you're walking around happy about it? You mean to tell me that you're however old, 40, whatever, and you're still not where you want to be? You don't think about that? That doesn't worry you for the future? Like, damn, I'm still here? You do. I will never have to work a day again in my life, and I'm still feeling that now because I want to get to the next level. So you can't tell me you're not. If you do, you a bull-faced ass lie, and that means, and that's to so many people I talked to just in the last month or two, let alone the past 8 years. Most people, I'll say it again, most people, as in 99.999% of the people I talk to, are in this state of denial when we meet. I'm fine, I'm good, life is good. Then they get in their car and close the door, and the second they close their door, they think about that piece of shit spouse at home, how they shouldn't be living in that house, and you should be in a better car than this by now. Immediately. And it stays there. Put the music on. Play something louder in your mind so that you don't hear that bullshit. You're still hear it the whole way home. You're still, oh, I haven't done this in so long. Sorry. I need to do this. You're still watering that horrible seed of the spouse you don't want, the kids who are currently pissing you off, the house that should be bigger, it should be the one you've been dreaming about, and that car, man, if that fucking thing breaks down on me again, my damn son, I got an email from his teacher. This is the second time this week. The school year just started. Mind you, that's not me, and I hope I didn't. I kind of watered that seed right now. I'm gonna have to make sure I change it up. But that was me last year. My son hasn't started. We haven't started school yet here. I know in Florida they already started in like mid-August. My daughter started, but that's because she's going to the college. But you're sitting here watering these seeds all day, and then you get in front of neo-positivity, the one person who's working diligently at changing the way we think. So you're not watering any of those seeds anymore. You're watering this whole group of new great seeds. And then the shit starts to happen. And in front of me, life is peachy. And not in front of me, in front of everyone. You put on this fake show. In that rap that I did, I have this line. Clean that. I'm OCD. I'll clean that up later, though. In that rap that I did, I have this thing where I say you're dying on the inside, but you're on the outside. You're smiling, but you ain't fooling the energy you put out. Damn. How does it go? All those negative thoughts, they be wildin'. You dying on the inside, outside smiling, but you ain't fooling the energy you put out. Your brain is hardwired self-hate and doubt, But that's the test of time. Can you handle your mind? End autopilot. Take your thoughts down a different route. Keep letting all that bullshit come out your mouth. There's no coincidence. Your life is still headed south. Keep complaining about everything that's happening. You gonna find yourself feeling that sad again. How many times I tell you thoughts become things? Live this philosophy. I promise you wings. Look in the mirror and see a king or queen. Keep that up and you gonna have everything. That's not a threat. That's a promise. And that's actually the picture to my my YouTube page. Is the mirror with the chess piece, the pawn that's looking in the mirror and seeing a king, and that's kind of what inspired that. But that's the end of the rap that I made up. I keep forgetting. I got to do it for you guys one day. It's really good. It's really good. I don't consider myself a rapper. I made my first real poem like last year. I never consider myself as far as I can spot talent really well, but I never considered myself a rapper. But I'm pretty good with the words. I'm pretty slick with them. That poem I did, you know, I'm really proud of that poem. And matter of fact, I'm gonna try to pull up the link for you if I can, in the amount of time that we are on here. But in the meantime, how you guys doing, man? It's Saturday. You know, I'm dealing with some things in the family. Got 2 people basically, you know, one out the door. You know, and the other one, you know, I haven't heard nothing yet, which no news is good news in these situations. It sucks, you know, when you got a family member in the hospital and your phone rings. I mean, look, and just now, I just watered a worry seed, and I hate that. But we humans, it kind of just happens. That sucks. I know that sucks. I'm doing it. Everyone that these people know is worried about them. And that worry right there is watering some horrible ass seeds. No. Copy. I'm gonna paste that in there. Boom, bow. That's the poem that I had done. But yeah, you know, you can't get over this whole worrying situation. You can't change what it is until you acknowledge the fact that you're worrying. It is what it is. Try all you want. It is what it is. You're going to get nowhere. I'm trying to create while I'm in here with you guys. But yeah, you know, it's Saturday afternoon. Everybody, have a good day. Have a good weekend. I'm trying to, if you see something changing on the screen, I'm trying to refresh. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. See? Oh, alright. Where we at with it? Okay. Alright, I'm lost. I'm officially lost now. And I'm a slave to technology's progress. When we get to that level, you know, we'll go there. And I know, you know, major networks have it, so technology is there. But as far as I mean, I haven't been able to find it. Show me the program. You know, I'll pay for it. You know what I mean? Holla at your boy. I'll talk to you. I'll catch you on the next one. I love you guys. This has been Live at Lunch. What you always, you know what I mean? You'll always get what you true. Oh no. No. See, we can't have stuff like that. You'll always get what you truly expect to get deep down inside. Okay, yeah, let's you know, you guys can let me know about that one. I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. This has been another one. We the best.